everyone, welcome to Storytime with Fairfield County Library. My name is Miss Nina and I am so excited for Storytime. Before we get started, I want to remind you that we are doing hybrid Storytimes, which means on top of our Storytimes online here, we are also doing them in person at the library. The in-person version of these Storytimes for the toddler/preschool age group are at 10:30 a.m. on Mondays. Okay, now that that's out of the way, are you guys ready for story time? This week's theme is books. This week we're going to read some books about reading, writing, or libraries. It's all things books. Alright, our first book is The Incredible Book-Eating Boy by Oliver Jeffers, published by Philomel Books. Henry loved books, but not like you and I love books. No, not quite. Henry loved to eat books. It all began quite by mistake, one afternoon when he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't sure at first and tried eating a single word, just to test. Next, he tried a whole sentence, and then the whole page. Yes, Henry definitely liked them. By Wednesday, he had eaten a whole book. And by the end of the month, he could eat a whole book in one go. But here's the best bit. The more he ate, the smarter he got. He ate a book about goldfish, and then he knew what to feed Ginger. Before long, he could do his father's crossword on the newspaper, and was even smarter than his teacher in school. Henry loved being smart. He thought that if he kept going, he might even become the smartest person on earth. So he kept eating books, and he kept getting smarter, and smarter, and smarter. He went from eating books whole to eating 3 or 4 at a time. Books about anything. Henry wasn't fussy, and he wanted to know it all. But then things started going not quite so well. In fact, they started going very, very wrong. Henry was eating too many books, and too quickly at that. He was beginning to feel a little ill. But here's the worst bit. Everything he was learning was getting mixed up. He didn't have time to digest it properly. It became quite embarrassing for him to speak. Suddenly, Henry didn't feel very smart at all. More than one person told him he should stop eating books. So Henry gave up eating books and sat sadly for a long time. What was he to do? Then, after a while, and almost by accident, Henry picked up a half-eaten book from the floor. But instead of putting it in his mouth, Henry opened it up and began to read. And it was so good. Henry discovered that he loved to read, and he thought that if he read enough, he might still become the smartest person on earth. It would just take a bit longer. Now, Henry reads all the time, although every now and then. You see that? He took a bite. All right, that was The Incredible Book-Eating Boy. What do you guys think? Have you ever read so much that you just got tired of reading? Okay, our next book is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault, illustrated by Lois Ehlert, and published by Simon and Schuster Books for Young Readers. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. We said D to E, F, G, I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom, will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom, will there be enough room? Look who's coming, LMNOP. And QRS and TUV. Still more, W and XYZ, the whole alphabet up the, oh no! Chicka chicka boom boom! Skit, scat, scoodle-doo, flip-flop, flee. Everybody running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears, then dust their pants. Help us up, cried ABC. Next from the pile up, skinny D and stub toe E and patched up F, then comes G all out of breath. H is tangled up with I, J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. M is looped, N is stooped, O is twisted and alley-ooped. Skit, scat, scoodle, doot, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming, it's Black-Eyed P, QRS, and Loose Tooth T. Then UVW, wiggle jiggle free. Last to come, XYZ, and the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But chicka chicka boom boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom. Alright, that was Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. What did you guys think? What's your favorite letter? Alright everyone, thank you for coming to Storytime. Now, just because we're done reading does not mean we have to be done with Storytime. At the library, you can get something called a Storytime kit, which is a fun-filled activity kit that goes with the books you read today. Each kit comes with a coloring sheet, a craft, and a tasty recipe that you can make with your grown-ups. This week, our craft is an alphabet palm tree, where you can put the letters however you like. To get a kit, you need to come to the Fairfield County Library and look for some crates in the children's section. Now we have 2 crates, one for the Monday story times and one for Wednesdays. So you want to make sure to grab the right kits or you could end up with something completely different. The kits for this story time are in the Toddler/Preschool crate. They are the red ones. We have new kits every week, so make sure to check back in every time we do a new story time. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me for story time. It's time to say goodbye, but I look forward to seeing you all next time, and I hope to see you in the library this week to pick up a story time kit. Bye!